And I went and got some new vape juice. They call it bipolar, I call it Tourette's. I wasn't the hypersexual one. I wasn't my sister punching myself in the mouth telling me to eat pussy. I wasn't crushing myself after bludgeoning myself because a bunch of fucking perverts in the goddamn prosecuting attorney's office and the county attorney's office and the judicial circuit were raping me and recording it. And they want to limit my ability to sue. Like I said, I'll just keep tagging Tammy, since she has advanced knowledge of it. Let her answer some questions. I'm DNR. Quit doing that. So let me tell you about Charles Lucas and Sam Bavard and the Kehoe Rape Barn. Oh well. Or how about Deputy Sugar Bear, that African-American man who sold the cocaine for MCSO under Tony Wins? So we have drug sales and child porn productions out of Mason County Sheriff's Office. If they couldn't afford my health care, kiss my fucking ass. Shall I talk more about the Crawfords and their ties to date rape at those fucking disgusting bars? And their fucking associates with OVFD trying to slice into people. I noticed Matt Lewis and Ryan Palmer's locker were right there. Funny how every piece of equipment, hay roller, both sets of tractors, brakes, the diesel truck, turbo blowing up in it. Yeah, thank you. So shall I talk more about Tara Palmer and her cousin, Deputy Mitchell? I want that goddamn property liquidated. Fair cash values over $100,000. You all can either buy me out or continue listening to the goddamn story. My brother-in-law's Polaroid penis pic. And a ginger. Or my sister punching me in the mouth telling me to eat her pussy. Or my mother jerking me off and shoving bars of soap in my ass. As I said, I tried to report child abuse to Charlotte Wins. That fucking bitch told me to get the hell out of the office. Probably because of her family's involvement in animal child porn. You all can look up the title transfer of the 2000 F-250. Russell Horde to Wendell M., I think, Mason. Call me a liar. Oh well. Or shall I talk about the Perkins involvement in the animal sales? So, Kim Razor, Circuit Court, right? Or whatever in Stockton. So I'm just going to sit and talk about both of them. No, thank you. So see, whereas I had to beg for shelter and food, there was somebody right there to keep bludgeoning me and saying it wasn't mine. Don't spit in my toilet. Don't spit in my sink. So shall I talk about Randy Thomas and her ties to cannabis, or Nathaniel Schneider and heroin, or Scott Poe and that rapey goddamn hospital? Alan Mayberry and Megan Patton helping them with social work? Oh well. Tell you all about all of them, including Betsy and Paul and Laura. Oh well. So, with KRS 503.100 and my mental health, and being able to describe the hulls, naked bodies, yeah, thanks a lot, Patrick. Threatening me that day in 2015 probably wasn't the smartest thing you could have done. Especially with your drug peddling pieces of shit. Giving Lisa Andrews a badge with the sex and drugs there, you made your intentions quite clear. Her son, date raping with drugs? Oh well. Oh, it's only cannabis. No, I'm pretty sure there was heroin in there too. Witnessing Lisa Andrews with drugs in her own home, and Patrick Boggs giving the bitch a badge. Oh well. So huge thank you for causing me to kill myself. Oh well. Until I talk about Kenton Tumphill and Clay Boozer and his goddamn dick. Oh well. Plan. Boo-hoo. Oh, I forgot I was still recording. I got up and pulled something from the garage. Or should I talk about Kenton Pumpelly and Clay Boozer's dick? Notice Clay left MCSO as well. As I said, shall I talk about Deputy Andrews and drugs in her own goddamn home on Circle Drive? The one they sold and then bought another one on the opposite end. I've had it up to here with law enforcement using Comprehend to fuck people up. Or shall I talk about Deputy Andrews' mother, Shirley Brown Powell, and Trooper Brown, Lieutenant Brown, I do believe, contacting me? I don't take lightly to those idle threats. Shirley Brown Powell giving him $100 bills for what in Florida? We can subpoena the data for the text messages if needed. Rotunda, West Florida. Oh well. It's my life. It's what I get to go through. Just because they don't understand the complex tics is not my problem. This is me documenting my life with these health conditions. Just like with Facebook, they're not allowed to censor what they don't agree with. Just like Facebook, guilty of human trafficking in Texas. among other places. They love censoring my shit. So every offense that they censored, the court ruling they're not allowed to do that, oh well. They called it hate speech and everything and in between. You all aren't allowed to censor just because of your belief system. The court's already ruled on it. So every one of those censor episodes, periods, where I was trying to document things so people would feel safe coming forward, have fun. As I asked, shall I describe Mr. Boggs' body in more detail? So Tina Jones Wallace no longer works with Comprehend, huh? No surprise there. Oh well. So huge thank you to my family with their fucking perverse actions, including my mother using the Hulls and the Boggs family to make up a bunch of shit. Oh well. Like I said, I'm estranged from them, and I'd really rather never see them again. I don't want them dead, but I don't want to have to deal with them. Not after all the sick shit they put me through. Then Bonnie and Debbie trying to convince me it was their father and mother. How fucking sick could it get? Just so they could get away with, diddling kids and stuff. Well, the rest of the family's already worn us down because of those porn tapes and shit. We're just going to make sure you're not able to. So let me tell you about Taylor and Karen in a little more detail. Chancellor, Ben and Ann, Bobby, Stocky, Andrew, so again, as I told MCSO, thank you for causing me so much mental duress, I attempted to take my own life. Let me tell you about having a gun in my back with a toe tag on my foot. Them telling, are you going to do it or should we call the coroner? What, David Lawrence and Maddie? Little Maddie? Or Will? Yeah, I can tell you about the formaldehyde-laced cannabis in that goddamn area, too. Oh, well. Or shall I talk more about the Gray family and their hand in drug testing with drugs? When Bonnie and Kelly sat for Gene Calvert next door to Kirk Toll? Oh well. Something about seeing my butthole. Well, that's a lie. I can't stand even being naked in the shower. But they did ask for pictures of my butthole back when I was a kid. Oh well. In reality, I didn't deserve the best health care in the world, but I didn't deserve doctors who would rather feel me inappropriately and claim that nothing ever happened. I've shown you the scar. I've shown you the skull fracture. I have not seen it documented in any of my medical file. I wonder why. So the Kentucky legislators, some of whom were involved in this childhood rape shit, limiting my ability to sue, have fun explaining it. Then mashing and mashing and mashing and mashing. Oh well. So let me tell you how my sister tried to wipe me out after she was recorded in that porn too. Let me tell you about the older family members that capitalized on that goddamn shit, all the while leaving me left to suffer, shoveling shit by hand just for being a faggot. Oh well. So now do you understand why Donald left all that shit to those brats in a life estate? Chancellor, getting drunk on that homemade disgusting shit and then expecting somebody to clean up his entitled vomit in the new bathroom. Yep. Him standing in the doorway naked with Debbie. Oh, but they didn't want anybody to know these things. So, Bobby Gollenstein spending all his money for Chancellor to go to Harvard? I can believe it. Oh well. Shall I post Blake Wright's nudes that I found on Grindr? You know, Blake Wright from Foxwood Wood Nestle. I've had it up to here with their stupidity. Oh well. Well, I don't think I'll take half a Valium. There's no point. I need to empty the dishwasher and then start reloading it. 4:25. Do you want to go ahead and have dinner now or when it's cooked?
That's fine.
It's been a while since we've had 2 13 ounces. And at this price, please grab it. Here's the difference now. It comes in the
Watch your head, Max.
and this is the only order of the year. So when this is gone, and you come to us,
I still have laundry yet.
There's enough oil in it. So, pretty much pre-made, but it's good enough. I can usually eat anything. Unlike most people, I'm not that goddamn hard to please. They just make it out like I'm a bad person all the time because of neuropsychiatric issues caused by bludgeoning, totally undocumented and medical fraud. I do believe the phrase I heard when it happened was, "He wouldn't mind me." What a load of shit. Oh well. You're not a resident of Springdale Road anymore. Oh well. So, that Asian boudoir up in the cedar chest, front green bedroom, second floor, yeah, that was used in sex trafficking my ass to help them pay their shit. Stephen and Sherry. Oh well. So, huge thank you to the Crawfords in the date rape situation and Matt Lewis with them. Well, let's see. I frequented the downtown bars. There's plenty of photos of them if you need to see them. Discussing about my pineapple drink being bitter. Not sour, bitter. Julie Allen's kids being around. David Shanklin, Rob, Seth Leitner. You know, just all coincidences. Eric and Michelle Crawford can't afford to pay their electric bill, but they can drive a new Charger. Sad sob stories, aren't they? So shall I talk more about how Kentuckians for medicinal marijuana accepted funding from child porn producing, human trafficking pieces of shit, Foxwood, Wood, and Estill, and then donated resources to Kim Razor's campaign? And that how a Fleming County resident detailed how disgusting Kim Razor's handling of a child custody case was. Publicly discussed it. Oh, those nutrients and hydroponic stuff and the King LED and Chemi and cannabis. Oh well. I'm not a legal resident of Springdale Road in Mason County, am I? So shall I talk about my brother-in-law's penis? Or my sister-in-law's, or sister's body? I've had it up to here with the medical gaslighting covering their sorry asses. And again, shall I describe Mr. Boggs' body in more detail? Shall I talk about the other women who came forward about being drugged with one of the Boggs men in their bed? Including Davina, if I heard her correctly. Jessica, if I heard her correctly. So, thank you again. Pop, I can feel the blood. Oh well. So thank you all for being so compelled to cover human trafficking under the guise of mental health. Oh well. So let me tell you about the Claremont County Prosecutor's Office. Meth, whores, and why they put me there last time. Oh, they don't want to talk about that either. Shall we go back into Charmaine McGuffey in Bethel, Ohio? Oh well. Oh well. Tyson, before finding out I had Tourette's, threatened to fire me. Go for it. This job's too physically demanding anyway. For me. But you all want to point out my Tourette's as if it's just me acting, what, erratic? Go for it. Tourette's is an ADA covered disability. Huge lawsuit. Go for it. One of the bigger manager people came out in the parking lot while I was on break one night having one of my Tourette's auditory things. He asked me about my vehicle. To start with, I've been looking for something. Well, thank you for your work. Oh, were you letting me go? I don't think so. I'm resigning. I don't want to work for some employer that ignores the ADA. Not to mention witnessing all that for institutional use only food product. I'm pretty sure with my physical condition and it being so cold, I may have had an accident in there. Oh well, right? Well, to detail it, since I'm no longer there, it doesn't matter. The products for consumers versus the products for institutional use only, very different. Man, you can see it and feel it and everything. Oh well.